What's good, y'all? This is C, Certified Brewhead, and welcome to a brand new segment here on BAOS called Versus. So we'll be pitting two similar beers against each other in a fight to the death. Not really, it's kind of friendly competition here. So today we're going to do two stouts from Ontario. Even though we're coming at you live and direct from Montreal, we're going to be having a look at two different Ontario stouts that have both come out really recently. The first is Sweetgrass's Shagbark Stout, and the second is Muskoka's Shinnicked Stout. And of course, side note, right now, by the time you see this, America will have a new president. My prediction, Hillary, of course, you know what's up. If I'm right, someone buy me a beer. So, let's start with the Shagbark Stout. So, as you can tell, this is a pretty dope looking can. They've just put a sticker on it for now. It's pre-LCBO. I think they're looking at this for next year. I actually got this directly from the brewers, from Nicole and Nathan, a couple of weeks ago when I was in Toronto. So they did like a launch party recently, and this is their sort of like their cool hipster looking can, the silver with the sticker. I really like the can. These ones are pretty rare to get, sort of, because you can't sell beers like this that has so much information and crap they need to have on there. You can't sell them like this. So getting these type of like sort of early release cans, what's up? So what I know about this beer, it's a 5.7% export stout, and it was brewed in conjunction with Luc Bim Lafontaine, who was best known as the brewmaster, or the man behind all the beers from Judas CL, which is quite a famous Montreal-based brewery. They are fantastic. They're only down the road from here, actually. So this recipe, I had it. They gave us a couple of cans, so I did have it. I had it with them at the Auld Spot Pub in Toronto, and I did have a can here. I remember, really, it was only a couple of weeks ago, but I very much liked it. Really smooth. Looking forward to seeing how it stands up tonight. The Muskoka. This is their new can called Shinnicked Stout. It is I think it's about the same, 5.2%. These guys kindly sent us a wicked care package. They sent Scott and I 3 of these and 3 of the Harvest Ales, as well as their seasonal sampler. The Harvest Ale was phenomenal, by the way. This particular beer is actually brewed in conjunction with another company called Muskoka Roastery Coffee Co., using their Lumberjack medium roast coffee, which they also kindly sent. I haven't tried this yet. I've been holding off. I'm going to give this a crack on the French press. I think this will be super, super dope. So I'm really looking forward to tasting this. I did have one of these as well recently, and it was great. I really enjoyed it. I remember, these guys are really similar, which is why I wanted to put them up against each other. Very, what's the word? I want to keep saying easy drinking, but they're just very approachable stouts. Perfect for winter, being it's November now. The cold weather is kicking in, being it's Canada, so it's a really good time to do this. So let's get into it. Oh yeah. So let's see what this Sweetgrass is looking like. Oh yeah. Beautiful. A bit of a chill nose. Oh, pours super dark. Look at that. Just stunning, mate. We need to pour it all. So looking at that is dark as night. You cannot see through that. Nice little foamy coffee colored head. Roasty nose. Slight coffee notes. Might as well give it a crack. That's great. Very very subtle. A little musty, velvety smooth. Dark roasted malts, very strong in there. Bitterness, quite bitter actually. Maybe it's my first beer for the day, so maybe it's hitting me a little harder than perhaps it would. Really well carbonated. I swear I get little bits of vanilla, tiny little bit of chocolate in there. It's a really solid stout. It's good. I love doing that. Probably echoed in the mic there. All right, so let's see what this Muskoka is saying. A little bit of explosion there. Okay, all right, let's see what's popping here. Looking very similar, looking slightly lighter on the pour there. Okay, looking at this one, no, pretty dark as well. Great foamy head, very similar. A little lighter in color, a bit maybe more tan than coffee. Okay. Roasty nose. Interesting. I feel like this is more subtle. This definitely doesn't have the musty notes. Definitely a little bit sweeter. I definitely feel there's more vanilla and chocolate in there now in comparison to like going side by side. It's almost more like a porter in the sense of the approachability of it, I guess. I know they are quite similar. This is a little bit like, I can kind of like, it's slightly opaque, and I usually feel the stouts are generally thicker, like looking at the Sweetbark. Oh, Shagbark, sorry. Yeah, no, they're pretty similar. Yeah, man. Definitely, this one's definitely a lot sweeter. The Muskoka's a lot sweeter. Shout outs to Xiaomi Biers Severa Festival as well. Great glasses. Okay. Yeah. That musty, we've talked about this on the podcast before, like that musty, cardboardy kind of aftertaste that sticks around. Definitely more prevalent in the Shagbark. Definitely not as sweet. Higher on the bitterness there. But they're both really good stouts. Like, they're really, really, like, for the type of, like, the guys, you know, our audience isn't generally the super, super heavy, like, you know, beer geeks that we all consider ourselves. A lot of people who are our followers and audience are really, you know, generally a little newer to craft beer, and so we sort of, this is the perfect type of beer for you. If you're relatively new to craft beer and you haven't really got into stouts, or maybe you're not really into the 11, 12%, you know, big dogs that you have to age for 3 bloody years to drink them, this is for you. This is a like a nice entry-level stout that's super approachable. Like I said, it's not going to scare you away. They're both smooth, creamy, definitely give you a little something different for the palate. I want to kind of go back and try them both again. So go on the Shagbark. Okay. Yeah. I feel like I'm getting a little bit of tangy notes in there. A little bit of like lingering, slightly sweet, tangy, but not quite totally sweet. It's more just the tang. But I'm not sure if it's the comparison. Yeah. Okay. So they're both really smooth. Like, they're definitely different, but not worlds apart. Definitely not worlds apart. And I'm not surprised at that being 5.7, 5.2. Super approachable stouts. I was saying to Tiff earlier, our producer, I wasn't sure whether I would pick a winner or not, because, look, I really like both companies. You know, in all fairness, and Muskoka did send us that beer, and this was passed to us from the guys at Sweetgrass, who I'm big fans of. So I didn't really want to pick a winner, but I don't think I can. I was like, you know what? I should pick a winner, but I can't. Like, they sort of, like, they offer both. It's very similar, yet it's a subtle differences. Like the sort of more drier stout, being as an export stout, I'm not gonna lie, I don't really know what difference that is compared to a different type of stout. So if anyone wants to let us know, hit us in the comments. The export stout might be the difference between the export is why it was drier, and then this bad boy is the Muskoka is a bit sweeter as well. As far as the coffee, I'm not getting crazy heavy, strong coffee notes, but maybe I need to try that the Lumberjack to see what that actually delivers, so that I might be able to pick up the additional flavors. But either way, both fantastic stouts. So if you're at the LCBO, you'll be able to get the Muskoka Shinnicked Stout probably by itself. If not, it'll be in the seasonal sampler, which is also super dope. It's got all like Mad Tom and Detour, the Winter Vice, I think the Cream Ale, and another one might just be like a general lager or a dark lager. Can't remember. Definitely worth it. And the Shagbark is going to be in the LCBO next year, I believe, but right now you better get it from the Auld Spot in Toronto. You check the description for the links, and I'm sure it'll be available on tap or potentially in these type of cans through a bunch of bars around the city. So that's it, guys. Thank you for watching the first episode of Versus. If there's any beers you would like us to review or compare for y'all, let us know and we'll do it up. Cheers.